Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 88 of Serendipity. This one is titled The Beginning. Thank you again, you sobbed happily. Really? It's my pleasure. I really respect the two of you as a couple, so it's the least I can do. You wobbled, smiled into the phone and sniffed again. Please rest, hun, he said softly. It's all okay. Let me handle it. Thank you so much again, you said again. You're amazing. Any time, he said brightly. Actually, also, do you know what happened afterwards? Because I can't seem to get in contact with Izu. His phone is off or something. Oh? Okay. Let me see if I can contact him or someone who can get him to call you. I'll be in touch. And with that, he hung up. You felt a little bit better after that and went to turn the TV off, but suddenly a new report was taking over the news. It was the full video of Uraraka slipping and Deku grabbing her by the arm before she fell. The other heroes, alongside Deku, were both as concerned for her as he had been, and had reached out as well, but your man was far quicker, and that's why he had grabbed her first. Your heart eased. I'm sorry I doubted him for a second there. I'm grateful that the editor rang me, and has been doing his best to expose the media's lies. As you watched, more footage from the night unfolded that showed that Deku and Uravity had no romantic moments during the conference. For the most part, they were on opposite sides of the room, and you relaxed completely. I feel so terrible. I need to apologize to Deku. You looked down at your phone. But where is he? As you let out a troubled sigh, your phone rang again, and the chief editor was back on the line. I know where he is, he said brightly, and he's just fine. Where is he? You asked curiously. I'm only telling you this so that you don't worry, but he's on a plane back home right now, the editor said. Apparently he apologized profusely to the team who brought him in and told him that now that the mission had finished early, he was going to catch a plane home and pay his own way because he missed you so much and feared that he was going to miss the birth of his baby if he stayed any longer. Tears of happiness and love flooded down your cheeks, and you made a little hiccuping sound. Oh, lovely, the editor chuckled sympathetically. Don't cry. I'm so sorry, I'm just so happy and emotional, and I have an amazing husband who loves me and... You wailed. The editor chuckled again softly. You do. He will be landing shortly. He took the flight last night to get here as quickly as possible, the editor said. I'll keep working to clear his name, but it looks like my footage has already gone viral, and the views on my online post about Deku's loyalty have shot through the roof. My boss is very pleased. I bet, you chuckled, wiping your eyes. Thank you so much again. You've been so helpful. Can I offer exclusive pictures of our little girl when she's born? I would be most grateful for those, he exclaimed. Yes, please, you've saved my ass yet again. No, you've saved mine today. Call it even, you said with a smile. You're a gem. All the very best with the labour. I know you'll do amazingly, he said before ending the conversation and hanging up. You decided to order food in again, in anticipation of Deku's arrival, and happily tidied up as best you could with belly out front, waiting for him to come home. As you walked into the lounge, you heard a car pull up outside the house and looked out to see Deku hopping out of a taxi and quickly paying the driver before grabbing his bags and running for the front door. You grinned from ear to ear, and as he opened the door you flung your arms around his middle and called his name. Yin, he said in surprise. How did you know it was me? Well, it's a long story, but the short of it is I tried to call and text you and you didn't reply, so I got worried, and then I found out that you'd left early to come home. Ah, he gasped. I'm sorry, I did forget to text you. It was supposed to be a surprise, but I should have texted you last night before I left and wished you a good sleep. Well, it doesn't matter now because you're home and you're here, he said with a happy tear-pricked smile. I'm home, he said softly as he put his bags down and his lips met yours. As soon as dinner arrived, you both sat down to eat and chat, and you filled Deku in on the news reports and the chief editor's help. I'm so sorry, Deku said sadly. I didn't even know those rumours were going around. I was already on the plane at that point. I know, you said. It's all okay now, you're home, I'm relaxed, I'm full of food, you pointed to the empty dishes, and I'm 3 days away from full term. Deku smiled and reached over to place his hands on your belly. You can come out now, he said to your belly, running his hands gently over your bump. Yes, please, you said emphatically. I want you out because you're heavy. You shared another kiss with Deku and chatted some more before going to bed, snuggling up and content in each other's arms. It was around 2 a.m. that you woke to light cramping, and you grunted as you shifted in bed to try and ease the pain a bit. It subsided quickly and you fell back asleep again, only to be woken again a few minutes later to the same cramp. You reached under your belly and held it for a second, shifting again and trying to ease the pain. It again subsided, and you started to drift off. But the second you got into a deep sleep, you woke to another cramp. Deku felt you move again, and woke, kissing you on the cheek. Is everything okay? He whispered raspily in a sleepy voice. I keep getting cramps, you mumbled, rubbing under your belly again. It's annoying. Labour? He gasped, sitting up and leaning over you. No, it's just a few cramps, you said, resting your head back on the pillow. You then got another one. Ugh, you grunted, holding under your belly and squirming to make it stop. Ooh, I think you all know what's going to happen in the next chapter, so let's stay tuned for chapter 89 coming tomorrow.